author. I write inspirational books. I'm a model, actress, image consultant, designer, a lot of stuff. People say, Eeefy, how can you do so much? I do so much because I'm constantly developing myself. Because I think that's what I'm supposed to do, to give meaning to my existence. So I always motivate people to do the same thing. Okay, I know we're here to learn about ethics, work ethics and value, because they are fundamental in any career, and they are also vital for you. See, but I come from a little bit of a spiritual angle. I'm not a pastor, so when I say spiritual, I just mean the things in life that people don't always address. Working, we're all staffs. At least we're lucky to have employment. Lots of people are unemployed. We know that in Nigeria especially. I mean, even in America where I come from, a lot of people are unemployed as well. So this problem is not peculiar to Nigeria. So those of us that have jobs, I think it's important that we appreciate our jobs and know what we're expected to do. Here, we work to earn salary. That's the best part. I like to talk about that part because lots of people go to work just to earn salary. But you should have more motive than just earning salary. There are more factors to working than just earning money. And once we're aware of them, then we will be able to look forward and work towards achieving them. These two major factors I'm going to give to you are personal growth. Working allows us to develop ourselves. And the second one is the growth of the company, the institution, or the individual that employed you. You must have it in mind that you have to contribute to their growth as much as you have to develop yourself. So it's not just about the money. It's about personal growth and the growth of your employer. Okay? It's very important that we focus on them because they also affect the society. Not just you and the company, but the society. For personal growth, working allows us to be creative. See, even when you're given a task, sometimes you not only focus on the task. If you're someone that is proactive, you start thinking of other things you could do to achieve your task faster. So in the process, you become creative. And then you can discover other innate talents while you're doing that. Yeah? Working allows us to be productive. You spend your day right. You wake up in the morning, you take a shower, you go to work to achieve something. So you are productive. You're not just running around society gossiping and looking for trouble and all of that. It keeps us out of mischief. Because people that are unemployed, oh my goodness, I think they are stagnant in the spirit because there is nothing happening in their spirit, in their mind. So you know what they say, the devil's playground, yeah? An idle mind is the devil's playground. So you are stagnant in your spirit. The devil is going to come and exploit that stagnancy. And so it's important that we try to work. So when we get the work, we try to focus in that work so that we can achieve a lot of things. Working helps you to develop your mind. When the mind is functional, it's open to all positive life elements. Positive, of course. You can think of bad things too when you're working. But we want to focus on the good things you can think about when you're working because you want to make this bag. Sorry, darling, I have to touch your bag. You want to make this bag. Yeah? You're always thinking, what am I going to do to make it this way, this design? I've corrected my bag. I designed, the bag I was carrying is my design. I constantly think what new model I want to do. And in the process, I learned a lot of things. I learned how they're stitched. I learned how the buttons are pulled, all the accessories, yeah, that could make up the bag. Right? If I didn't think about producing the bag, I wouldn't learn all of those things. So it helps you to really, really be creative and productive. Working allows us to develop the spirit of discipline. Self-discipline. You cultivate self-discipline when you work. You have to get it done. So you must be disciplined. You want to go to party, fine, but listen, Oga said tomorrow morning you have to submit this at 8 a.m. So you must be disciplined enough to find the time to do that work because you have to submit it by 8 o'clock in the morning. Working allows, and discipline allows us to be punctual, to appreciate and respect time. A lot of people in this environment, I hear something a lot in Nigeria. Oh, why are you late? Oh, it's African man time. I hate to hear that. I think the people that do not appreciate time are lazy, and those people can even stay poor. So the ones that appreciate and respect time are progressive in life. You must learn to be punctual. When you have a task, do it on time. You have to go to work, get up and go to work. Don't go there thinking, I'm just going to tell them I was sick. I'm just going to tell them I have headache. People that have too many excuses for failure are failure themselves. When you fail, it's not that you're a failure. You are a failure when you dwell on failure. When you always make excuse for failure, that's when you're a failure. You're not a failure because you failed. You're a failure because you wallow in failure. And working teaches you to succeed and not to fail. So the discipline you cultivate during work teaches you to succeed, and it helps every other person in your life. You may think that the little things that you do don't matter, that they are of consequence to nobody, but it's not true. Everything that we do has an extensive effect because we interact with other people. Yeah? So when you do something bad, it would affect the next person and the next person and the next person because emotions drive everything in life. Emotions drive every facet of our life. So when you are emotionally stifled, the person next to you, if you interact with them, they will feel it because it would unconsciously influence your speeches towards them. Your articulations will come off negatively and they will react in a negative manner. You must get a negative retort. So everything you do is extensive in effect. So you want to think about that. How does working affect your company? You are part of the operators that grow, develop, or improve a company. It's important that you know that the efficiency of your institution depends on your input, and in turn, it would affect you in a positive way. It would affect the company, it will affect the community, and subsequently the nation. Do you know that every work you do, whether it's an obscure or a humble job, affects the growth or the decline of the nation? Do you know that? Even your cleaner contributes to the growth of Nigeria. Do you believe that? Your PA contributes. Because even though they are your inferior, like you look at them, when I mean inferior, I'm not saying that you're better than them. I'm just saying they're junior to you. They're your subordinates. They're your staffs. So I call them inferior. Yeah? Just like I would call your manager superior. The owner of the company superior. But that doesn't mean they're better than you. Everyone is special. Now, if you treat them with antagonism, they will do a bad job. And in turn, it would affect you emotionally. You would take that emotion to work. And it will affect your work. If your cleaner is not cleaning the house properly and it's dirty, it will generate a negative energy in your house. You will go to work with negativity in your spirit. You don't even know that. It's in your subconscious. And when you get to work, nothing is clear to you. A negative spirit is a polluted spirit. It's clouded. So you would never really perceive the elements of life around you. They would not be clear to you because your spirit is polluted. I don't care how ingenious you are. I don't care how smart, intelligent, beautiful. It doesn't even matter. We're talking about your emotions. You cannot control them sometimes. So it's important that in order to control or prevent them from happening, do the right things. Treat your inferiors with respect and compassion. It affects your company and it affects the nation. There is something I notice as well we do a lot here. You know, here we're a very judgmental society. We judge, we judge, we judge. Somebody walks into the room, look at this one. Who should they make yaka for now? See, yes. You don't even know who she is. She may actually be your divine helper. Do you know that she may actually be the person that God said, go into that room and connect with so person? You see, I believe in the spirit. Everything that transpires in the secular world is a manifestation of the spiritual realm. We're all spirits. You see, I can come here now and ask her something. I say, oh, darling, do you know this? Do you know that? If she gives me one word, it may lift up my spirit. But she didn't know she just changed my life. We don't know who people are. Because you work with them, don't mean that you really know them. You don't know their destiny. Tomorrow you may need them. You may run into them again somewhere. So don't judge people. We're not even supposed to judge, but if you have to judge someone by the contents of their character, not by the material bullshit nonsense. The clothes will burn, the car will burn, anything can happen, you have an accident, the body will change. What's going to sustain you? Your mind. So let us learn to treat people with compassion. The people that you work with, they need you every moment of the day. She needs you. He needs you. You all need each other. Nobody knows everything. No matter how ingenious you are, you cannot grow a company by yourself. You need all of the staffs. So you must learn to respect them and treat them with compassion.